Yeah, man, we got the weirdest banter or back and forth I ever seen in a live trial or in a case, just in general. So we reviewing the Travis Rudolph, ex NFL player. He facing attempt 3 attempts and then one murder. But the witness they got on the stand right now, bro. This I can't explain it. He just like he being a smart ass and he getting under the lawyer's skin, and even the judge is like done with it. Like he done with the attorney and the witness. He just he ready to go home at 5 o'clock basically. But yeah, we gonna check this out, man. I want y'all to see this.
Um, Probably a little bit.
Obviously, Sebastian Jean Jacques was scared, right?
I can't say that Sebastian's really ever scared.
Why would he be adamant and asking you to bring your gun if he was cool about going over there? It was no big deal. Why would he do that, sir?
Maybe a fear of what could happen to his brothers, or just because he's not scared doesn't mean he has a lack of or disregard for his life. He still wants to live, so he's
All right.
not.
So you say Sebastian was not scared as your testimony, right?
I'm not sure. He's not here for us to ask him, so I
Asking you. You were with him.
can't tell you.
All right. And how about Chris Lowe? Was he scared?
Um, Maybe a little bit, probably.
I'm going to show you defense exhibit number 1. It's a picture from the ring camera. Who's in that picture? Do you know?
Keyshawn and Sebastian.
Keyshawn, this guy with the hoodie.
Yes, sir.
I can't hear you.
Yes, sir.
Puts that hoodie on when he gets angry?
I don't.
Yes, no, or you don't know?
Not like the Hulk. He doesn't put a hoodie on when he gets angry, particularly. He just.
So you disagree with that statement? He puts a hoodie on when he gets angry. You disagree with that?
I wouldn't agree or disagree, sir. I don't know when he does or doesn't put his hoodies on. I don't know.
He's your best friend. You don't know that?
You know when your best friend puts his hoodies on, sir? That's not like a normal thing. When you don't ask your best friend, hey, when do you put your hoodies on when you get angry? Or
So you asked him. You're with him all the time, right?
and as I'm with him, he puts his hoodie on sometimes. Sometimes he's wearing hoodies. Sometimes he's not. I don't know. It's an article of clothing.
And nothing to do with anger is your testimony.
I don't see how putting a hoodie on could.
That's what you see. I'm asking what you know. And if you don't know, that's okay.
Sustained.
And Sebastian is right here, the gentleman in the middle.
Correct.
And who's this guy with the white shirt, or at least appears to be light colored?
I believe that's Travis's brother.
Never met him in your life?
No, sir.
First time you ever saw him?
Yes, sir.
When you found out that wasn't Travis, and now there's another man involved who you don't even know, you don't walk
The
away, do you?
attorney is an asshole,
No,
man.
sir.
It looked like
Call
his
the
top
police and
lip
get them
split, bro. Just
involved,
look
do
at
you?
his mustache.
No, we still haven't spoken.
But just
to
like
Travis.
with the attitude he
You
gets,
guys
in
were
and
there to do what
everything,
you wanted to do, right?
it's like, bro, really an asshole. Both of them are like the witness and the.
We were there to do what we wanted to do.
You confused?
Yeah. We were there to do what we wanted to do. I don't really understand what kind of question
I'll
that
move
is.
Let me show you defense number 5. The guy with the tattoos, no shirt on. Obviously, that's you, right?
Correct.
Did you know you took your shirt off? You didn't know, or you forgot?
Probably forgot a series of events.
Right? Obviously, the guy with the hoodie is still Kashan, right?
Right.
And the guy in the back with his arms folded, that is Sebastian, right?
Right.
And the guy behind him, do you see somebody else?
Yeah, you can see Chris just barely.
And this is before anyone came out of the house, right?
Right.
We'll go back to this exhibit number 5. You agree that's Sebastian with the arms folded, right?
Yes, sir.
This is defense number 5.
Right.
Sebastian left his phone in the car, right?
I believe so. Man had it in his pocket.
Pardon me?
Man had it in his pocket.
You testified he left it in the car earlier, didn't you?
I believe he did. I don't know exactly.
In the trunk. Isn't that what you said?
Well, we put our stuff in the trunk. That's where I put my phone. Couldn't tell you particularly where he put his phone. As you told me, my phone wasn't even in the trunk. My phone was in the side door. So
Oh, you agreed and said that your phone was in the side door.
right, as evidence showed, it was in the side door. So I'm telling you, don't ask me the positions and locations of where whose phone was or what. I don't know, sir.
Isn't it true you said Sebastian's phone was in the car, whether it was in the trunk or anywhere else? You said it was left in the car. Isn't that true? Yes or no?
Today? You're asking me if I made that statement today?
Today or any day.
I can't really remember, sir. I'm sorry.
You didn't say that earlier on direct examination?
Are,
and Sebastian put their phones in the trunk or in the car?
probably. I don't know, sir.
Oh, probably. All right. You know Keyshawn has something in the pocket because you see this picture, right?
Yep.
Not his phone, right?
No, I'm answering. Yep, I see the picture. I don't see Keyshawn's pocket at all. I can't.
Not Keyshawn, Sebastian. Thank you for correcting me, sir.
There's something in Sebastian's pocket. I can't tell you what that is, sir.
Not his phone, right?
Could be his phone. Could be his keys. Could be a watch, wallet, socks. Could be anything, sir.
My question was, it's not his phone. Isn't that true, sir? It's not his phone. Not Sebastian's phone.
I can't definitively tell you what is in his pocket for me to tell you whether or not it is his phone. I can't tell you what's in his pocket, sir. I don't know.
Did he just say
You
socks,
know his
bro?
phone's in the car.
Socks.
I don't know if his
Smart.
phone's in the
Oh,
car.
Why'd
bro,
you
you
testify to
smart,
that?
but you dumb.
Why are you backtracking now? Because now you see something in his pocket and you know we got a problem because his gun's in his pocket and not his phone? Is that why you're saying that, sir?
No, sir, not at all. I could care less what you think is in his pocket. I
You don't
don't
care what the jury thinks either, right? You don't care what anyone thinks.
I care what a lot of people think. More or less, I don't care for the image you're trying to paint. If you want to say there's something in his pocket, if you want to say there's something in the car, if you want to say this or that or whatever, Mark, I quite honestly could care less at this point. I've been here all day, so I'm more or less worried about getting home. My back hurts a lot right now. This is just, we're far from the point. What are you getting at?
Getting at the truth. Are you okay with that? You need a break? Maybe ask the judge. Want to ask the judge for a break?
Oh, you needed the potty break, Mark, not me. I'm good.
My name is Mark. We know each other personally.
Is that not your first name?
All right, it is time for a break. We'll take a 10-minute restroom break, but before we all head out for the restroom break, I want to talk to the lawyers. Folks, remember to obey your 4 cardinal rules. Open mind, no research, no discussion.
Bro, what is going on right now?
417.
He called a man by his first name, and he isn't that your name, Mark? I didn't need a potty break, but who the fuck says potty, bro? I don't know what's going on in this case, bro. This shit gonna go viral though. Like what? What? And every time they approach the stand or approach the judge, they mute the mic. I ain't gonna lie, this joint awkward as hell though. It's funny at the same time. It's annoying because of the answers, and even how the attorney talks to him is annoying. Like, bro being an asshole too. but it's still like entertainment. Cause it's like we never seen. Has anybody else ever seen anything like this? I haven't seen anything like this. Some shit out of a movie, right? That's Travis Rudolph to the right in the brown suit, black guy with the low cut. I really don't remember, dude. Like, I'm more of a basketball fan anyway, but I know some NFL players. I don't know this guy. And his career had to be brief. It's wild though, man. This is entertainment gold right here. Never seen anything like it. And if you seen anything like it, tell me which case, so I could go look at how the attorney and the witness were talking back and forth to each other. And they still going on with cross-examining this guy. Like, bro should have been ended it. Like, he being an asshole for keeping him on the stand, and the witness is being an asshole for these smart remarks. Like, he's smarter than what he giving off. That's why he giving these smart ass remarks like this. At the same time, he playing dumb. Like, if that makes sense. Like, you just gotta watch and listen. How I'm gonna go over the whole his part, like his cross examination. I'm gonna go over that whole thing because when I just started this stream, it was not the entire footage. But I'm gonna definitely have the whole video when this trial finished, and then I'm gonna go over his part. Just this Tyler guy, the witness, because he like this shit is funny, man. Like, I ain't never seen nothing like it, bro. They done took so many. His lawyer to approach, she'd have objected so many times and approached the bench. They done took a couple breaks, just stretching and bathroom breaks. Dude looked like he about to fall asleep on the witness stand. It's joint hilarious. The funny part is like when the witness gets smart with the attorney, and then he starts asking the question like what was the point of that? Like, that's not what you asked me, or I'm just justifying that, you know what I'm saying? Then the judge got to step in. Okay, next question. This shit funny, bro. I'm surprised the judge ain't just stop it, like tell the witness get off the stand. You know what I'm saying? Like, he letting it go on. But then he did make a remark saying, we will be finished by 5. Like, he ready to get out of there. It's 4:00 now, Eastern time. I'm pretty sure it's 4:00 there too, because they in Florida, if I'm not mistaken. The incident happened in Palm Beach County, Florida. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they in the Florida courthouse somewhere. I don't know the exact city. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, from hearing everything that happened, it's looking like Travis Rudolph, the NFL player, his ex-girlfriend now, is, if I'm not mistaken, that's her brother on the witness stand, or some type of relative. Cause she the one that texted him on the witness stand, allegedly to come shoot that shit up, which is Travis Rudolph's house or wherever they were at. She allegedly the reason for this whole thing. Whatever, I don't know if it was domestic. She alleged that he was beating on her. She alleged that Travis was beating on her. But whatever it was, she texted her brother, allegedly, to come handle it. and then the brother brought, I guess, 3 of his friends. I'm not sure if they was relatives, but one of them died, and dude on the witness stand, he got shot also. But I think they allegedly also had guns when they were coming up to Travis Rudolph's property. So that leaves room for a stand your ground law. So I'm not sure why Travis Rudolph is being charged with murder, but it could be because the threat was already leaving, like they were attempting to leave in the car, and then he started shooting, which could result in murder or attempted murder. Because stand your ground or self-defense is like when you being threatened or with bodily harm, you fear for your life, or somebody pull a gun on you and then you return fire. Yeah, let's get back to see what they talking about. I guess they not talking about anything because the stream is froze, but I see the chat still going. So yeah, the courthouse must have froze the stream, but the chat's still going. You see the people right here talking live chat. So the video's still on. Yeah, the video's still on. They just froze the stream. See what they talking about in the chat. Well, damn, it looked like they ended the stream. Yeah, it's live coverage. Ex-NFL player Travis Rudolph. He looked familiar though. I'm not familiar with his game. Like I don't know his name is like like a household NFL name. I'm not familiar with his highlights. So I'm not sure how long he played in the NFL. But yeah, man, this case is entertaining. And I just stumbled upon the case. Like I remember hearing about it, ex-NFL player charged with murder. But that was like 2 years ago. So they finally having a trial, and I still don't know about this dude.
So is
Yeah,
it
you
your
can see what they
testimony
talking about in the
that you
chat.
forgot you even had a gun in your pocket?
Okay, they back with it.
Yes, sir.
Let me go on mute.
You always forget you have a gun in your pocket?
I don't carry a gun often enough to forget or remember where it is. It's not that regularly that it's just in my pocket anymore. So I don't. It's hard for me to answer that.
When the trunk opened up, did you ask Sean or did anyone tell you why he put his phone in the trunk?
No, sir.
How about Sebastian? Did you ask him why he put his phone in the trunk?
I'm not sure that he did, sir. So no.
Well, you know he left it in the car, right?
I don't know for sure the location of anyone's phone except for my own, sir. I can only assume or try to recall or recant the events as they occurred. My memory isn't perfect as I got shot multiple times that night. So
We heard that. I know that.
yeah, so do I. But that's why I'm trying to tell you that I can't tell you the particular location of Sebastian's phone or Keyshawn's phone, or
Trying to find out if Sebastian's phone was in the car. That's all.
I'm not sure, sir. The car's in evidence. Did you check the car? Did you find the phone?
Next question. You're not answering questions.
Yes,
You
sir.
see what I'm saying? Though, just like the little smart remarks, like so do
Yeah,
I.
right.
Like
Go to your statement
Bro,
to Detective
they gonna
Adams.
fry your
there
ass,
from
bro.
April 8th, 2021.
Right. Right.
All right. Go to page 23.
Right. Okay.
Waiting for you to get there.
Right. What? And the point is,
You want me to tell you the point?
yes.
Or do you want me to tell you what page and line?
I'm on the page. Just
You want me to tell you the line? Line 23. to 24.
Right.
That refresh your memory that you told Detective Vanderlyn that both you and Sebastian left your phone in the car?
Page 23, lines 20 through 24 reference the location of the gun range on my packet. I don't know.
You're not looking. You're looking at the statement dated April 8th. You want me to show it to you? Maybe you have the wrong one.
You've given me so much, sir. I don't.
Please do. With the microphone, if you're going to ask him questions from up there. Okay, all right.
Lines 20 to 24. That refresh your memory that you told the detective the day you after you released from the hospital that you and Sebastian left your phone in the car.
Lines 20 through 24 of the packet that I just asked you, is this the correct packet? And you assured me it was. Talks about how big the gun Travis had was, and he ran towards me. He
may.
told me this was the right packet.
What you're looking at, please?
Like 5 packets up here. There's this one, there's this one, there's this one.
No, this is Detective Ema. Not that one. One to Vanderlyn. Here's the date right here, April 8th. Thank you.
I've never heard a witness
It's 23.
so sarcastic. Like,
It's 20 to 20.
like, bro, the judge can charge you with something. Like the way you answering.
Right.
Sebastian left his phone in the car, right? That's what you told her.
Right, that is what I told her.
Why are you telling us today you're not sure? You don't remember it. You don't want anyone to know that. Why? Why is it different?
No, it's not that I don't want anyone to know. If that's what occurred, that's what happened. If his phone was in his pocket, it was in his pocket. If it was in his car, it was in his car. It makes no difference to me, sir. It clearly makes a difference to you, and I'm not sure what that is.
Well, isn't it true? It makes a difference to you because you're trying to convince everyone what's in Sebastian's pocket is not a gun. It was his phone, and that's why you're taking back what you previously said. Isn't that true, sir?
No, sir. You're trying to prove that you're trying to prove that what was in Sebastian's pocket was in fact a firearm when Sebastian doesn't even own a firearm. And I'm telling you, it could have been his phone, his keys, his wallet, socks.
Now the attorney being
I
sarcastic.
don't know what the contents of Sebastian's pockets are. I don't perform cavity searches on my friends when we depart and arrive
What
from.
under oath means?
I know what under oath means. I also, do you know
Let me
what
finish my question.
I don't remember means? I couldn't.
You just told us a few minutes ago, and now you looked at the statement to refresh your memory, and you realize you did tell Detective Vanderlyn, Sebastian, and you both left your phones in the car, right?
Right.
And now you're still telling the jury he may have had his
Do
phone
you
in
know
his
what?
pocket in
I
that
don't remember.
picture, right? That's what you want us to believe. Why do you keep saying that?
No, sir. I can clarify.
Isn't that what you just said? Under oath again?
Yeah, we are under oath still. I can clarify if you would like.
I want you to clarify it. Why do you keep saying he had his phone in his pocket? Did he have a second phone with him, your friend?
You're not allowing me the opportunity to speak.
The question is, did he have a second phone? Prosecutor gets another chance to talk to you.
I don't know. Maybe he did.
Did you see him with a second phone?
No, sir, I didn't.
You ever seen him with a second phone during this time period?
He just got a new phone, so it's possible he kept both. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Do you know where that second phone went? Did he lose it during this altercation that we're talking about?
The second phone in question is not. I have no knowledge of that, so I couldn't tell you where it was or where it wasn't.
You would agree there's no chance Sebastian had a phone in his pocket when you guys went to Mr. Rudolph's house before Travis came out of the house, right?
Well, when I came in here today, I told you that.
You understand my question? Yes, no, or I don't understand.
That's not the sufficient answer for me. Well, for this question at least, I don't
My
think.
question is, you know what? I'll just move on. Never mind.
Okay.
Remember saying back in June of last year, you had a patchy memory about what happened in front of Travis's home?
Probably said that.
Boy,
And that after you parked the
the
car, you
attorney,
really
he
didn't remember much
he
about what
was skipping
happened?
questions. He's like, never mind.
Probably said that. I don't know.
Well, you want to look at your deposition, or do you remember saying that?
Not really, but I don't need a refresher. If you said I said it, I agree. I concur.
And at that time, when you gave your deposition in June of last year, 2021, Detective Vanderlyn told you before June of 2021 that there was surveillance cameras that captured possibly what happened in front of the house, right?
I don't remember having that conversation with Detective Vanderlyn about surveillance.
Sure.
Right now, I don't remember, but if we want to look through it and refresh me about things that happened 2 years ago, we can do so.
Well, no problem. Go to page 94 of your deposition. That's the big statement given on June 16th. Look at the front cover. If you need help, I'll help you. Go to page 94, lines 13 to 24.
Okay.
That refresh your memory that Detective Vanderlyn told you there were cameras of what happened in front of Mr. Rudolph's home?
Yes.
So you knew that before you gave me answers to my questions about what happened in front of the door, and then you said you didn't remember too much, right?
I'm sorry. Can you ask that question again?
What didn't you understand? What part of it?
The question as a whole, I didn't understand.
So you came to deposition on June 16, 2021, right?
Right.
Two prosecutors were there, right? Or one? Do you remember? I think it was one.
Remember Adrian was there with me.
Okay. You call her by her first name as well?
It depends.
Not Miss Ellis to you?
The occasion.
Overruled. All right, next question.
I was there, right?
Yeah, you were there.
Ms. Perlette was there.
Yes, she was there.
Court reporter was there.
Yes.
We went to the state attorney's office, right? And when I asked you a question, because I was trying to find out what you knew, I asked you a lot more questions than the detective asked you, right?
Probably.
Way more.
Yeah, probably.
Probably or yes? I want you to guess. If you don't know, say I don't know. If you know, say I know.
I would say probably.
Questioned you for over 2 hours, right? 2 hours, right?
You did, yes.
And detective's statement that you gave her if you remember, started at 1846, which is 6:46 p.m. and it ended at 1907 hours, which is 7:07. So 6:46 to 7, would you agree, is 14 minutes. To get to 7 o'clock from 6:46, it would be 14 minutes, right?
Right.
And to get past 7 minutes past 7 will be another 7. So it'll be 21 minutes total, right?
Right.
My deposition was 10 times longer, right?
Quite literally 10 times.
Yeah. So for those 2 hours, part of the question, and we just discussed it, and you said you remember, you knew or believed during the June period that the security cameras at the Rudolph residence were working. You didn't know they weren't really being recorded because you believed Detective Vanderlyn when she told you there was cameras of what happened in front of the house, right? You believed her.
I believe Detective Vanderlyn when she told me there was cameras.
You're asking me or telling me?
No, I'm asking you. Is that the question?
What do you think I'm doing? Please answer the question.
No, I'm trying to make sure I understand the proper phrasing of your question so I can answer it properly.
I'm not asking you about the roof of the house. I'm not asking about anything but the cameras that Miss Vandalin.
Please stop wasting time. Ask the question. You don't understand it. You tell him right away that you don't understand it. What's the question?
When you came for your deposition on June, you've already knew from April when Detective Vandalin told you about the cameras, when you spoke to her, you believe the cameras recorded everything that happened in the front of the house, right? Because she told you that.
Right.
And isn't that true? That's why you didn't want to answer the questions and said, I don't really remember what happened, because you thought it was all on recording, right?
No, probably more or less just frustrated and didn't feel like conversing further.
Did you say you were frustrated? You never said that, did you?
It's hard for anyone to say they're frustrated in the moment. It's easier when you look back and on a situation and say, I was probably frustrated during that time. No one ever, well, people do, but for the most part, no one just says I'm so frustrated right now as they're frustrated.
Didn't ask for a break, did you?
No, sir. There's no reason for a break. I can control my bladder.
You can making fun of me asking to go to the bathroom like you did before?
Not making fun of you, sir. I'm making a statement.
Just stop. Wait for the next question.
So I'll ask it one more time. Isn't it true the reason in June 16th you didn't give any direct answers about who hit who first and what happened in the front of the house is because you thought it was on camera and you get caught lying? Isn't that true?
No, sir. The reasoning for when this deposition turns into question or answers, saying things like I don't remember, or even in the when I had to come for the trial in November.
I'm asking about that. I'm asking what you said in the deposition on June. You can't
Right.
understand my question? If you don't, I'll repeat it.
Oh, I understand perfectly. In the
Why don't you answer, please?
Yeah, I'm trying to answer.
I'm asking about anything other than the deposition on June 16th and why you said I don't remember anything about really what happened in the front of the house.
Well, he didn't. Well, answer the question, please.
So basically, the reasoning for that answer, or those answers where I was a little bit irritated.
So when you're irritated, you don't tell the truth?
This isn't about telling the truth or being deceitful. This was more or less kind of just giving up. I didn't really care for the line of questioning anymore. I kind of didn't care or didn't see the importance of my answers, and
You received a subpoena, sir, to come to court, to come to that deposition?
yes, sir.
Legal document requiring you to be there?
Yes, sir.
And you lied about what you remember happening. Or maybe you really didn't remember what happened, and now you're making up what happened because you know there's no video. Which way is it?
No, sir. I didn't lie about what happened.
Then why did you say you couldn't remember what happened in the front of the house? Why you thought there was videos?
Sustain. Next question.
Now you know there's no videos. You found that out, that the recordings at the Rudolph home unfortunately weren't working. You found that out, right?
Weren't working, or were they deleted? It's up for debate. I don't know. They're not there. They don't exist. So
You know that, right?
I can tell you of the footage I did see. I can't tell you what happens in between. I'm not in control of their security system.
I'm not asking anything like that. All I'm asking is, as you sit here now, if you don't understand the question, I'll break it down. You're sitting on that witness chair, right?
Right.
All right, you know what day it is?
All right. Next question. Come on.
And as you're sitting here now, you know there's no footage for whatever reason. It doesn't exist other than the doorbell cam. You know that, right?
Oh, yes.
And now all of a sudden you could remember every detail that my client came out slamming Keyshawn first and he starts to fight. You remember all the details today, right?
It was never, like I said, up for debate if I could or couldn't remember. I simply wasn't trying to remember when something that serious or traumatic happens. Sometimes you just try to
Understand my
put it off.
question? You remember it today, right? All the details. Yes or no?
All of the details.
Of what happened in the front of the house where you didn't remember him in June during the deposition?
if you ask me a particular question about something that occurred that night, I can answer to you if I do or don't remember.
Not what I'm asking you. Do you understand the question?
Yeah, I
All
understand.
right,
the
let me
question.
explain something right now. To the extent that your answers seem to be evasive and they elicit extra questions from Mr. Shiner,
Yes, sir.
that means you're going to have to be back here next week. In all likelihood, you are already going to have to be back here next week answering questions. So the sooner you can get focused in on the questions that he's asking and providing simple answers in response to those questions, the sooner we can get moving. I have to get out of here by 5 o'clock because we have jurors who have commitments in order to be able to fulfill those commitments and be back here to continue this trial on Tuesday morning. All right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Next question, please.
You don't even remember back in the deposition when I asked you if you were involved in a fight. You don't even remember fighting back then in June, right? You couldn't remember that even, that there was a fight. Yes or no, or I don't remember.
Don't remember.
All right, go to your deposition, page 95, line 1 to 2. Deposition was taken June 16th. It's the large booklet you have.
Okay, I'm here.
Page 95.
Oh, page 94. I'm sorry. All right.
Isn't it true? And go to the page before, page 94, so you put it in proper context. Line 25.
So this case, ex-NFL player being charged with
Sure, you
murder.
were
and
asked in
3
that
counts of
deposition on June
attempted murder.
16th while you were under oath. Do you remember a fight
Um,
by me? The question was, do you remember a fight, a fist fight? And your answer was,
He being charged with a murder and attempted murder. His ex-girlfriend called up this guy right here, which I'm assuming is her brother or a relative. This guy right here brought 3 of his homies. They appeared on ex-NFL player Travis Rudolph's property. It was a fight, then a shooting broke out. Travis Rudolph is being charged with murder and attempted murder.
this is under oath, right?
Right. That's the thing about memory. You can not remember something today. And then as time goes on and you get a chance to think back and reflect a bit, you may remember more things. So you can't tell me I'm wrong for not remembering something at a certain time after it just happened, after I was just shot, after my friend just died.
Keep going. You got anything else?
Um,
I only asked you if you made those statements. Can you please try to?
yes, they're here. I made them.
Okay. I didn't ask you anything else.
Okay.
The case is funny because this witness right here, which is one of the guys that pull up to Travis Rudolph's property, he's a smartass, and the attorney's getting frustrated, but then it's also the attorney's an asshole also, the way he's questioning and stuff and accusing. Like, it's just entertainment.
Could you define it? You brought it up.
You said you know what it means. What's it mean to you?
You didn't give me a chance. I just nodded my head.
You said yes. I said, you know what it means? You said yes. What's it mean to you?
After I can't really give an exact definition of sucker punch. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, the bottom line is you went up to Mr. Rudolph and hit him first and punched him on the side of the head to knock him out. Isn't that true, sir? While he was on the porch in the front of his house.
No, sir.
And you thought that was all captured on video, and you were worried that Detective Vandalin had all this, and that's why you wouldn't say 2 months later what really happened, because you knew what you really did, right?
No, sir.
Then why wouldn't you give answers then that you're giving different today?
Just frustrated and trying to push the responsibility of talking about it off and dealing with it. And
we'll talk about November when you came to court in front of this judge, probably not today, in this courtroom, under oath, and you didn't remember anything about a fight, right?
again, I was asked currently on that day, and then again on November, if during that time, if I
Question is, when you came to court in November, and I'll get into more details, November of last year, do you want the exact date? It was November 8th, 2021. Started at 2:15. First of all, you brought here in handcuffs, right?
no, sir, not in handcuffs.
Oh, you were arrested were you arrested? You said that, didn't you?
Detained, brought in. I wasn't arrested until after the court appearance actually happened. I went home, and I guess the warrant wasn't removed from the system. So then I was arrested for not appearing to court. But after being processed, I was released.
Okay, so because you wouldn't come to court, right? You
Uh,
refused. That's why they brought you here physically.
yes, sir, correct.
Yeah, and that day, November 30th, you said the same thing that you told me in the deposition. Even more so, you remembered nothing. And I'll get into everything you said that day after. But isn't that true? You said you didn't remember anything about any fight, any argument, who hit who first. Isn't that true, sir?
Out of frustration, yes.
I'm not asking if you were frustrated.
Frustrated. No.
I'm not asking you that. I said, did you say that?
Did I say that I didn't remember? Yes.
And that was a lie, wasn't it?
He correcting the
Or are you
lawyer.
lying today? Which one?
I guess the lawyer
I
said
can't speak
frustrated.
on my
Then he
memory
was
from
frustrated.
2 years ago.
He
or
really
1
a
year ago.
smart
I can only
ass,
speak
bro.
on
It's
my
gonna
memory
gonna
today
mess you up
currently.
in the
You
long.
never got prosecuted for perjury, did you?
I never perjured myself to be prosecuted. So
Well, you didn't lie in November. You didn't lie in your deposition under oath for not being truthful about remembering things. Or are you lying under oath today saying you remember every detail of what happened? Which one is it, sir?
there's no way to unless you can tell me one, prove what I could remember at a certain particular time. I'm answering truthfully about my memory at then as I am now. So as I told you, I was frustrated and trying not to answer, and now I'm taking accountability and trying to answer your questions. If
you're taking accountability, why don't you admit you lied when you came back in there? Or did you not lie in November when you came here under oath?
lie about
everything.
No, sir, I didn't lie. I answered truthfully. I couldn't remember at the time. That's what the answers
right.
read here.
You didn't come in here voluntarily under the subpoena that you were required to, right? I didn't subpoena you, did I?
I've never came voluntarily, to be quite honest.
Came to the deposition voluntarily. I didn't have you arrested, did I? You walked in on your own accord, right?
Early on, I wasn't aware of if I was legally obligated to
I'm not asking you that. I said, did you walk in on your own accord or not?
Oh, sustain. That's not particularly useful.
I'm not asking that you were arrested. I'm saying you voluntarily came. Well, you came based on the subpoena. No one forced you to be there in terms of physically bringing you like they did in November, right?
I was legally obligated to come then. I wasn't forcefully brought here in November either. I came against my own will. I was two officers came to my home and basically spoke with me and they
brought you here, right?
They didn't forcefully bring me down here. They told me that I could come with them, or I would probably end up being brought back later on. Either way, so it would be smartest to just come with them now.
You went with them
on my own accord, rather.
You went with them.
Yes.
No officers brought you to my deposition, right?
No, sir.
Back in June of 2 years ago, when you gave your sworn statement, you didn't even remember taking your shirt off, right?
Particularly, I remember you refreshed my memory of that detail, that my shirt was off in the deposition.
Go to deposition, page 97, line 1 to 4.
You asked me if my shirt was off, and I told you that it was on, and you told me that no, it was off, and that's what refreshed my memory.
I never told you that. I didn't tell you anything. I'm asking the questions. I'm not giving you information.
Oh, I'm not speaking about right now. I'm talking about
talking during your deposition under oath in June.
Right.
Go to page 97, line 1 through 4.
I'm
Because
here.
whenever you want me to break, I'll break.
Very shortly.
I'm here.
Then true, you were asked, all right, you don't remember taking your shirt off, you're telling me? Because you don't take any clothes off to your memory. You don't remember? And then we're talking about this incident, obviously. And you said, no, I don't remember. Remember saying that?
Then you refreshed my memory, as I said, telling me there's a video that looks like you on the doorbell camera taking your shirt off. As I told you, this was my memory
Who you were
refresher.
at that time on the
That's-
video. I couldn't tell.
So then I don't know why you told me that.
I was trying to figure out who the guy was without the shirt on. And that's why I was asking you the question. And you said you don't remember taking your shirt off. I was trying to find who the guy was at the time. I didn't have a big screen like this so I could see everybody.
All right, it is time. All right, we're going to call it a week right now. So we'll, unfortunately, I am going to have to take my morning docket on Tuesday. So we'll get started at 10 o'clock on Tuesday, folks. Sign in, of course, with the jury office in time to get upstairs by 10 o'clock. It's a long holiday weekend. In addition to staying safe, folks, I want you to remember and obey the 4 cardinal rules. I don't know whether you'll run into any of us out there or not. I don't know how much news coverage there's going to be about this trial. Try to duck us. Try to duck whatever news coverage pops up. Do your best to do that. If you are inadvertently exposed to any news coverage, whether it be via social media or on television or what have you, please let us know on Tuesday. No research, of course, no discussion even amongst yourselves, and I've already covered the other 2. So keep an open mind. You've heard a whole lot of evidence, but not all of it at this point in time. Please stay safe, but enjoy your holiday weekend. See you on Tuesday at 10 o'clock.
Notepads spaced out, some numbers up, please.
Okay. So, Mr. Rudolph, I'm going to give you a photocopy of the order that I've signed vacating the writ. What did I say? Oh, sorry. Yeah, Mr. Robinson. Sorry about that. Okay, so hang on to that, because if you're inadvertently picked up, you want to show them that. You do, however, have to be back here at 10 o'clock on Tuesday. All right, stay safe during the weekend. Lori, whoa, watch your step. It's been a long time up there.
So yeah, you can see what people saying in the chat, man. Everybody frustrated, bro, because it's like, what just happened, dog? It got a little better at the end. He was still being sarcastic, but if you would have saw what I saw in the beginning, man, I'm like, yo, that's what made me hop on stream. Like, what? I gotta cover this. But yeah, I'ma definitely save this video. I'm gonna chop up where they witnessing, where they cross-examining this witness right here, Tyler. I'm not sure of his last name. I think they just said it. Was it Robinson? Don't quote me on that. But his name is Tyler. Um, and I'm gonna just cover that whole part where the attorney is cross-examining him. Because that was like I've never seen anything like it, bro. And I feel like that's definitely going viral. Like you see, it was like 6,500 people that was watching it live. So you know that clip is definitely going viral, if not the whole video. I didn't see the first 2 days of trial. I see this says day 3, part 2. So it could be 3 or more videos out there. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely be tuning in to this trial. This joint is crazy, bro. You see what everybody in the comments saying. Oh, that's why it's muted. They had to approach the bench. Every time this judge talk, he make sure he muted. I'm not sure if this something they did in the Young Thug case. Because I remember sometimes when they approached the judge, you could still hear him whispering and stuff. That could be a reason why they started like freezing the stream and like I'm not even sure if they live streaming it anymore. The Young Thug case, I haven't been keeping up with it. But yeah, this judge right here, he definitely knows when to hit that mute button. Cause we watching, we can hear everything, but we can't hear it now. We can never hear it when they approach the bench. But yeah, I'm not sure if this lady right here in the blue suit with her hair long in the Pocahontas tie. I don't know what she got going on, but I don't know if she the witness that was just on stand. I'm not sure if she is his attorney or not, but I know that every time they said object and approach the stand, it was this lawyer. The guy is one part of Travis Rudolph's team. So when they approached the stand, it was her and that guy. So I'm guessing she the one that kept ejecting, and she's possibly representing the witness that was just on stand, Tyler, because she was definitely objecting a lot. I don't know what she got going on with her hair though. That should look crazy. Um, Even the lady in the Burberry shirt, what she looked like that other judge. She looked like that female judge to be on TV. I forgot her name. It's like a marriage judge or something. Yeah, so I'm thinking they about to end trial for the day because he been crying about 5 o'clock the whole time. The judge been like, yeah, we're getting out of here at 5. I don't know, but that's probably why he let all that bullshit go on for so long. He knew it was gonna be done by 5 o'clock anyway, so he like, man, just let them get whatever they got off their chest. Cause it's like that attorney and the witness got some type of animosity towards each other for no reason, just off of sarcasm. That shit was funny though. But yeah, when I go over it, I'm gonna definitely just cover that segment of the trial, just him examining that witness. Cause that went on for about I don't know how long he interviewed him, but it had to be an hour plus. And I'm not sure how long this video, let's see, started streaming 4 hours ago. So yeah, it's gonna be a long video to download, but the part where he cross-examining that witness, I think it's maybe an hour. But yeah, I definitely got to react to that. That shit was crazy. That look like that's it. See what they talking about in the comments right quick. Somebody said they think Tyler was in a relationship with Dominique. I'm pretty sure they said that was his sister or a relative. I don't think they was in a relationship. But if they not relatives, that could be a possibility that they was in a relationship and then she called him over to come beat the NFL player up because they was having problems. Well, really, allegedly, she sent a text saying shoot this shit up, but that's why I'm saying allegedly. Who knows? That's what was stated in the case, though. And I'm pretty sure they got the phone records. Somebody said, is it over for the day? Yeah. Then you hear the judge the whole time. Yeah, we getting out of here by 5. I don't know what y'all doing. It's Memorial Day weekend. And we'll be back here Tuesday. Somebody said they hope we get off of this charge. I'm pretty sure they talking about Travis. Just from me looking at, I haven't seen the other days, but just from me looking at this one, day 3, part 2, it's looking like it's self-defense. But they charged them with murder because in a self-defense case, when the threat is not a threat anymore and they like driving away or walking away, walking backwards, anything like that, running away from you, they not a threat anymore. So when you shoot them, that's like when somebody running away from you and you shoot them in the back or shoot them in the back of the legs or something. It's still, you can't claim self-defense because the threat was going away from you. It was no longer a threat. So I don't know if that's why they charged Travis Rudolph with murder and attempted murder, because they were all driving away, all 4 of the threats. One died. That witness that was just on stand, Tyler, he was shot. I'm not sure if the other 2 were shot. But they could still be attempted murder because they were in the car. And it's been alleged that Travis Rudolph popped out with it was either AK or AR, and he fired allegedly like 39 rounds. Interesting case though. I'm gonna definitely tune in Tuesday, but I had that video out of me reacting to this whole segment when he cross-examined Tyler. I'm gonna have that out by, if not tonight, then tomorrow, because that's gonna take some work. It's maybe over an hour cross-examining. This whole video right here was 4 hours, and yeah, they just ended the stream. So yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. But look, appreciate anybody that tuned in. Hit that like button for me. You know what I'm saying? You subscribe if you want. Don't make me no difference. But that like button definitely do make a difference. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and sign out. Yeah, it's your boy Tay Money 434. And we gone.